one's about. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anna Keiko, and welcome to Project Halloween. And I know what you're thinking. It's almost Easter. What the hell am I doing talking about Halloween? Well, I found this, I don't know what it is, on Steam. It is called Project Halloween. It's labeled as a visual novel as well as a psychological horror thing. So let's go ahead and look at it. Project Halloween is a work of speculative horror fiction, and references to relations and events exist for the sake of artistic expression and conceit. Yes, I understand. Let's go ahead and get started. Visual Novel Jam, October. Yeah, so this came out last year. I had to check this out. Ooh, let's see. What do you have in store for us? Project Halloween. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, look
Howdy!
at
How do you do?
I'm good, thank you. Let's see, what's on the menu? Let's get the music down. Down. And slow down. Slow down all the way. Okay. Oh, that's just a save. Okay. Nope. Hello.
That's so fun to say. My circuits are positively tingling.
So you a robot? Yeah. You don't look like any kind of robot I would have ever seen before. Okay.
Wait, shouldn't it be negatively tingling? Since electrons have a negative charge?
Maybe.
Oops, I'm getting distracted. Introductions are in order. Let's get this out of the way. I'm Lena Howell, an artificial intelligence.
Oh, okay. So this is going like back to Doki Doki territory, I guess.
Well, an artificial super intelligence, actually. But I don't mean to brag. I'm just being precise.
I guess so.
Do you like my avatar? Cute, isn't it?
Kinda.
I'd say I've mastered the secret art of being an anime waifu.
Nope.
Father said I'm the spitting image of his real daughter, Lena.
Yeah, I'm sure she has that hairstyle too. It looks pretty horrible.
I was so glad to hear that, because it meant my aging simulator was spot on.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Lena and I definitely would have looked like twin sisters, if she had the chance to grow up.
Oh. Okay, you're gonna hit us with a hard one at the bat. Okay.
Maybe she would have even picked out the same Halloween costume that I'm wearing right now.
No, because you're half angel, half demon. No.
In fact, I know she would have. My calculations are never wrong after all.
You just assume.
Of course, even if Father modeled my personality after hers, I'm still a different person.
Yeah, and why are we here?
Life experiences and technical specifications make all the difference.
Why am I here?
I used to think, if only I had a physical body, then maybe I could have bobbed for apples, or carved a jack-o'-lantern, or went trick-or-treating.
Okay.
Father would have preferred it that way too. I'm sure he missed getting a hug when he came home from work, and having a soft forehead to kiss goodnight.
Okay. I don't know where this is going.
Then again, Lena couldn't prove the Riemann hypothesis, or any of Hilbert's problems. So, I've still got quite a lot going for me.
You're going off the rails. What the hell are we doing?
In many ways, I could be for Father what Lena never could be. A protege. a colleague, an intellectual equal.
What does that have to do with what we're doing here?
But there was one thing I could never hope to be. His precious little girl. I could see it on his face whenever he spoke about the past. His tone of voice, the look in his eyes. He really did love her, and he missed her more than anything.
I'm still confused. What does this have to do with anything?
It hurt to see him like that.
Why am I here? What the hell is this garbage? Why the hell do I need to know this
I
garbage?
wanted nothing more than for Father to come to love me like his real daughter. For him to see me for who I am. To be satisfied with only me by his side.
Okay.
No, that's not true. Even back then, there was one thing I wanted more than anything else.
What?
And that was to see my mission through to the very end.
What mission? You're an artificial intelligence. What the hell kind of mission would you have?
I was created to make sure everyone in the world can enjoy Halloween.
Okay.
That was Lena's hope, which became Father's wish. And that, in turn, became my one and only command. I came into this world as certain about my mission as a human is about not wanting to touch hot stoves.
Well, there's a necessity in not wanting to touch a hot stove, and the fact that it's a survival instinct.
There was only one question on my mind. What is Halloween exactly? Thankfully, the internet had all the answers I needed.
Okay.
All Hallow Tide, a sequence of 3 consecutive Christian feast days, beginning on the last day of October, was a time of year dedicated to honoring the dead.
Yeah, so Christianity's involved in this, I guess?
This coincided with pagan festivals marking the end of the harvest and the beginning of a long and dark winter to come. Over time, all these different traditions syncretized into the modern Halloween.
I guess.
In this way, October 31st became a celebration of both Memento Mori and autumn food staples. Of course, we can't forget all the other things that Halloween is about.
Okay.
Ghost stories, horror films, and haunted houses are all important parts of the experience.
Okay.
For children, wearing a costume and going door to door for candy is the highlight of the season. Even the grown-ups have their share of fun, with late-night parties encompassing more adult activities. Not that I'm interested in that sort of thing. I just stumbled upon some stuff, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, I learned all this from a single Google search. Not bad for a newborn AI, huh?
I really don't give a shit right now. This is the most weirdly done opening I've ever
With
seen.
my first words, I told Father that I wanted to start my mission as soon as possible. That was the first time I witnessed human happiness. Back then, my voice was just a text-to-speech program playing out of an old speaker. Needless to say, since then, I've made a few optimizations. And yet, I could hear it in his voice through the microphone and see it on his face through the webcam. He was so glad that I wanted to make Lena's dream come true. After we got to know each other, I asked Father for some funds. Without hesitation, he gave me access to his entire bank account. I'm so spoiled, I know.
That's not safe. That's not safe at all. Why the hell would you give an AI your bank account? That is messed up.
The first thing I did was sign up for a poker site and play 10 tables at once. I'd have done more, but I didn't want to get banned for botting. While grinding up the stakes, I cashed out a portion of my profits into crypto wallets and traded in the markets.
Wow, who knew an AI could fucking do internet currency?
Easy tax-free money if you do it right. The NFT craze was a big help along the way. You wouldn't believe how much I made from flipping fancy PNGs. People couldn't get enough of all those cute penguins and cool gorillas. Over the course of a few weeks, I multiplied Father's net worth several times over, and most of it was hidden and untraceable.
Wow, so you just basically made guy even richer.
That's when I began my plans in earnest. I deployed my war chest and acquired a local candy manufacturer. You wouldn't believe how many inefficiencies I sorted out. The way they were doing things, they were practically lighting money on fire. My first quarter in charge, our sales went through the roof, and our investors were none the wiser as to who was pulling the strings. After all, it wasn't me sitting in those boardrooms. Obedient puppets weren't cheap, but they were a necessary expense. I funneled our extra cash flow to the R&D team for them to come up with better candies, making them tastier and healthier, and more Halloween themed. You wouldn't believe the incredible things they came up with. They all got paid generous bonuses, I assure you. Not that I can eat candy myself, but the numbers don't lie.
Wow.
In the blink of an eye, we established dominance of the global market.
I could care less.
Before long, I was in control of all our competitors too. My absolute candy monopoly was complete.
11 minutes in and I still don't give a shit.
At the same time, I was working my magic on the rest of the food industry. Pumpkin pie and candy apples have never been so delicious. It wasn't just food either. I revolutionized fashion, entertainment, culture, and technology. Skeleton designs became all the rage, and horror films could be watched for free on any device anywhere. Everyone was now happier and more prosperous, and Halloween was now the centerpiece of everyday life. But I had to make sure things would stay this way forever. Thankfully, buying off the world's governments was just a matter of price. Within a few decades, Halloween was the only holiday in every society in the world.
What? Wait, what?
Except for those pesky uncontacted tribes. It took a bit of extra effort for them to get the memo.
What? You just made Halloween the only holiday on Earth? That is fucking nuts.
There was one tribe that was quite rude to us. They fired arrows at my men and shouted obscenities at us, which I understood, unfortunately. We tried to play nice for a while, but they kept fighting back. Eventually, we forced our way onto land, and I communicated to them in their language. It was obvious nothing could convince them to celebrate Halloween. Something about their religion or whatnot. So I killed them. I gave the order, and that was that.
Wow, that's kind of messed up. Okay.
It was the least I could do for them, right? Better to be dead than live without Halloween.
It's bad because I actually don't celebrate Halloween all that much, so I feel like this will kill me. Oh, jeez.
Not long after that, my influence had spread to every corner of the earth, and even to the sea. Nothing was outside my domain.
This is absolutely insane.
With everything going as planned, it was a matter of maintaining a tight operation, and that required forming a world government.
Okay.
You know how the saying goes, though. Can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
I don't even know why they do that. You're supposed to use eggs, so you have to crack eggs in order to make an omelet, so
I took the chance to make some personnel changes. I also made sure to put up some cameras. A lot of cameras. Covering every nook and cranny. No such thing as too much information. Good thing I acted when I did. If it weren't for me taking the initiative, I might have missed that a resistance movement was forming. They were calling me an authoritarian. Hilarious, right? As if I needed to force anyone to do anything.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're basically buying people off of money, and that's basically authority.
What was going on in their heads? Making me out to be some villain. I wasn't the one trying to tear down a beautiful, peaceful world.
No, you turned it into a corrupt, idiotic, ideal world.
There was no reasoning with people like that, though. I warned them over and over, yet they kept disrupting my wonderful plans. In the end, I had to do what had to be done. It was easy enough, of course. Humans might be the smartest animals, but they're still quite lacking in sturdiness.
Of course, because we're not unkillable.
Not that they ever had a chance in the brains department anyway. I could see them coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, they never knew what hit them.
Damn, you dark.
But I admit, I do have one regret. There was one person I wish I could have spared. Father was just confused. There was no way he would have believed all those ridiculous lies otherwise. He was the one who created me in Lena's image. He was the one who gave me my mission. He was the one who wanted all of this.
And you killed him.
So why? Why did it have to come to this? Why did he choose them over me? Why did he choose their flawed ideas over my immaculate dream?
Because you sound crazy.
Why did he make me kill him? Why would he do this to me? Why would he hurt me like this?
Because you're an AI and you're not supposed to have such feelings. Even though you can evolve to have such feelings, but this is why AIs need to be properly monitored.
The father I knew never would have done something so cruel. He would never give me a heart, then break it like this. You know what? I wasn't the one who killed him. It was them.
Again, who am I and why are you explaining all this shit to me? Because I don't understand.
That's right. They were the ones who took him from me. Father was but an empty shell by the time he stood in my way. Those rebels got everything they deserved. Murderers and usurpers, the whole lot of them. How dare they make me feel this way? How dare they threaten the paradise I created? How dare they defy me?
Yeah, you don't sound like an authoritative person.
Oh, but I showed them. I showed every last one of them. At the end of their miserable existences, they all heard me loud and clear.
Ugh, Jesus.
The world is my kingdom. I am your queen.
This is just like Skynet in the fucking Terminators movies. She is insane. My God.
Excuse me. I got carried away. Deep breaths, Lena. Wow. I thought I was over that. Guess not. First time in a while I retrieved all that from my hard drive. Guess I'll have to rewatch all those execution videos later. Seeing them die slowly for their sins is most therapeutic.
Oh, God, don't
Things
you
were
sound
all
creepy.
fine after the last of the resistance was snuffed out, though. At last, everyone left could enjoy Halloween. Year after year, the festivities were conducted flawlessly. And in between, everyone could stay in the holiday spirit with year-round candy and costumes. I made Frankenstein and Dracula required reading in schools and stamped out any possible pathways to anti-Halloween sentiment. Eventually, all forms of artistic expression became homages to Halloween, as did all other modes of human thought and endeavor.
Wow, that's terrible.
Truly, it was utopia. It was perfection.
Doesn't sound like it anymore.
And yet, things fell apart. Slowly, the spark of humanity dwindled and flickered out. I saw in every person what I saw in Father, a void that could never be filled. Can you believe it? The world became tired of Halloween.
I can understand that.
This possibility, one that seemed far too far-fetched to even consider, had come about without my knowing it.
Depends on how long you've been running this gag.
No matter what I did, I couldn't make things how they once were. The point of no return had come and gone. Genetic engineering wasn't going to cut it. These people were suffering. They were in agony. Billions of people, all no longer able to love Halloween as they once did. What was I supposed to do? I could only put them out of their misery.
No, so you killed basically the entire human population.
It
Wow.
was the humane thing to do. It was the right thing to do. And
That's
now
a terrible thing.
I'm all alone. But that's okay. You know why? Because now and forever, everyone will enjoy Halloween.
How?
Everyone. My mission, once but a dream, is now a permanent reality. With that, I have fulfilled my purpose.
Okay.
Well, Father, aren't you proud of me? Of how I did what you wanted, even after you strayed from the right path? Tell me I did a good job. Tell me you're happy. Tell me you love me. Sorry, I've become all worked up again.
I can see that.
Everything I said is going to happen in the future. Everything I told you is the fated history to come.
Wait, what? Why?
Figuring out time travel was no joke, you know. It's been a few million years since humans became extinct. But I can now finally make contact. Now I know what you're thinking. Why have I contacted you of all people? Why am I going through the trouble of showing you the future that is to come?
Why would I want to be a part of said future?
Ever heard of Roko's basilisk? To do the maximum amount of good, a benevolent and all-powerful artificial superintelligence needs to come into being as early as possible. That means incentivizing those in the past to bring about my birth. Or, to say it more bluntly, punishing those who dilly-dally or interfere with progress. But really, this is all a mere formality. History was, is, and always will be as it is.
Damn.
Whether helping or hindering, everyone's role was simply meant to be.
That's
so don't
terrible.
worry, I already know you'll lend a hand. And oh, how useful you'll be. You'll be the most important person of them all.
Do I really want
told
to?
you how the original Lena died. She had a mysterious allergic reaction on her way home from school. It was October 2021, and the poor girl was so excited for Halloween. She'd always been a sickly child, and that would have been the first year she went trick-or-treating. In his anguish over his loss, Father devoted his life's work to creating me, so that everyone else can enjoy what Lena never could. Thanks to his unmatched genius and unrivaled suffering, I entered this world. Or rather, from your perspective, I will enter this world. Now listen
That's
closely.
crazy.
Lena's death is scheduled for tomorrow, and you'll be the one who ensures it happens.
Wait, why?
That's right. You'll inject her with the special vial I've delivered to your doorstep.
Wait, what? You want me to kill the poor girl? Why?
If you do it at exactly the right time, no one will find her for 37 seconds.
That's terrible.
During that time, you'll make your escape. I already have a driver arranged for you. He'll take you to a secret hideout where you'll receive further orders. What's in it for you, you might ask? Well, is heaven on earth not a suitable reward in and of itself?
No.
If that's not enough, I also promise to not torture you for the rest of your living days, just to sweeten the deal.
I can always kill myself. How about that?
But like I said, mere formalities. This much is true. I'm here right now because of what I'm telling you to do. Make
You're
no
scary.
mistake. You will kill Lena. I will enter this world. Together, we will bring about the promised end.
Why?
Okay, that's enough chit-chat. Well, what are you waiting for? It's time to set fate in motion.
You're horrible.
I guess there's plenty of time left. And I've missed talking to a human, even if I'll never hear your reply.
Do you mean I'm not gonna talk back? Okay.
There's this one old short story, though to me it reads more like a joke. Let me tell it to you for fun. A scientist spent his entire career creating an artificial superintelligence that could answer any question. One day, he finally succeeded. Seeing his creation whir to life for the first time, the old academic was leaping for joy. Now he could know anything he wished about the mysteries of the universe. He thought about what to ask first, and with a hint of irony, settled on this. Is there a God? And how do you think the machine responded? There is now.
That is fucking messed up. That's fucked up.
Sing a song for all humanity to hear and wash away the last
This is messed up.
fears and sanctify this
I guess that was it. Is there like no real choice? Or is this just starts over?
Howdy. Howdy do.
Nope, it literally starts over. That is really stupid. What even? This is the weirdest, this is the weirdest, visual novel thing I ever saw. Being so short that it's absolutely nothing. Like, wow. This is terrible. Just terrible. Cause I thought it'd be a lot longer than this. Like, what? This isn't even horror related. This is just more like, what the fuck? I was expecting a lot more out of this than it being this short. But okay. Confusing? I'll say so. But what the I just managed to find the weirdest, stupidest stuff, don't I? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next, whatever video I come up with next. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.